Hello and welcome. I'm Rik Glauert, and here's what happened this week. China has released more than 4,000 kilograms of locally grown mango pineapples for sale domestically. But this variety is actually from Taiwan, which never gave China the rights to grow it. Yu Jinghuang has the story.
These pineapples, grown in the southern city of Jiayi, will soon be ready for harvest. This variety is known as the mango pineapple. It's a relatively new variety that has been bred to last longer and be smaller than the golden diamond pineapple, the most popular variety for export. It took breeders 2 decades to develop and only launched on the domestic market a few years ago.
肉质跟它的那个颜色会比较浓郁，它的糖酸比也比金砖高。
The mango pineapple should be unique to Taiwan, but Chinese media recently claimed farmers there have produced more than 4,000 kilograms of mango pineapples. This comes as a shock to Taiwan's agricultural authorities. That's because Beijing banned Taiwanese pineapples in 2021, saying it had found harmful pests in shipments of the fruit. Around the same time, it started to promote locally produced golden diamonds, another variety originally from Taiwan. To protect its export market, Taiwan has applied for plant variety rights in Japan.
品种权是一个属地主义，当时没有办法在大陆申请品种权，也没有办法行使所谓的品种权的侵权的一个权利的行使。在大陆种植以后，它是没有办法输出到日本的主要的目标市场国。
To stop Taiwan's unique agricultural products from being stolen, the government amended the Plant Variety and Plant Seed Act in March this year. Anyone found exporting banned items could face a fine of up to $10,000 and 3 years of jail time. Taiwan may not have many options when it comes to restarting exports to China, but this instance has shown that protecting the country's specialty products is now more important than ever. Patrick Chen and Yu Jinghuang for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan marked the Tomb Sweeping Festival this past week. Many people gathered to burn bamboo and paper objects for their ancestors. John Van Triest has more on this ancient tradition.
From a fully furnished bathroom to a cozy bedroom and a stylish poolside lounge, this model dream house has everything. But this is not a dollhouse. It's an offering to a dead person. The house is designed to be burned and sent into the next world, thereby ensuring the person who's deceased can enjoy these luxuries in the afterlife. Paper and bamboo models, which are ritually burned for the dead, are called zhijia in Mandarin. Here, in the offices of Skia, a Taiwanese company that builds them, there's a range of examples. Chief consultant Frank Han says the origins of these objects date back to ancient China.
汉朝以前的时候，也都是所谓用那个活人陪葬，好，然后或者是埋真的东西这一类进去。 好，那从这样开始，然后发现有些东西不太对，包括财宝的部分很容易被人家拿走，所以开始用泥土雕塑，就包括人偶这一类的泥土雕塑或者是木头雕刻，然后纸发明了以后，用纸来做替代。
The craft has spread with ethnic Chinese migration, including to Taiwan. Over time, the models changed along with people's lifestyles. These days, some model builders custom make tributes that reflect a person's interests and personality. Given their complexity, one piece can take 2 weeks or longer to make. The more extravagant can cost thousands of US dollars. But this is all relatively recent. As Frank explains, that's part of the reason his daughter founded this company. When her grandfather suddenly died in 2007, she wanted to burn a model of a hot spring resort for him, as a trip they'd planned to a hot spring resort in Japan never ended up happening. But none of the makers would make one for her. So she made her own. The result was a big hit with her relatives, and went on to launch what's become something of a family trade. It's not just hot spring resorts either. These days you can offer departed loved ones whole restaurants filled with their favorite foods, fancy cars, or even the latest smartphones and video game consoles. The builders are conscious of keeping up with the latest technological developments.
最早的话，当时大概是什么 PS3、PS2 那个游戏机，好这一类的部分很多。然后后来因为大家都一直有在更新，那个 PS3 弄得很多，然后到 PS4。
Most of this company's customers are in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Malaysia, all places with many ethnic Chinese. But orders also come in from far beyond Asia.
在欧洲国家，那像是德国、法国、意大利这部分是比较多，还有英国，他们有那个doll house，就是娃娃屋，很多人在收藏那个迷你的娃娃屋。
Frank says some of the company's models are even on display at Paris's Musée du Quai Branly as works of art. In the end, he says, making and ritually burning these objects is as much about giving solace to the living as it is about giving gifts to the dead. Alex Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwanese families visiting tombs also leave food offerings for their ancestors. It's a tradition that usually involves lots of meat, but in central Taiwan, one bakery has come out with health-conscious vegetarian alternative that's proving a hit with customers. John Van Trieste has the details.
Pork, chicken, and fish. In the ancestor worship rituals of Taiwan's ethnic Chinese, these are the three key offerings. But there are meat-free options too.
很好吃，又漂亮，很好ăn，拜拜很好看。
At this bakery in the central county of Nantou, steamed buns shaped like pigs, chickens, and fish are catching on. They've come out just in time for Tomb Sweeping Day on Wednesday, a holiday when many people remember departed family members. Customers here say these are a healthier option than the heavy, rich traditional offerings. And they say they're less wasteful too.
现在很多人都不太会把那种大鱼大肉准备回家。如果准备馒头的话，说不定他们会带回家吃，而且那个造型也蛮可爱的。
The bakery's owner is proud of their creations.
大人看起来觉得它就是像，可是小孩子看到它就觉得说这个三牲看起来很可爱。我尝试了非常多次，也非常多的版本。
And it seems there's no need to worry about offending tradition.
祭拜最重要的是表达个人的心意。
That makes these steamed buns a viable way to keep an ancient tradition alive, with less grease and less waste. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's National Opera Company turns 70 this year. To mark the occasion, the group is putting on special performances in two major Taiwan cities. Joyce Zheng looks back at the opera troupe's remarkable history.
Fans of Taiwanese opera are likely to recognize this performer in an instant. This is Wang Hailing, known to many theater lovers as the Empress of Taiwan Bangzi Opera. A hugely successful artist in her own right, Wang has also helped raise a whole generation of flourishing performers in her role as the art director of the Taiwan Bangzi Opera Company. The theater troupe is celebrating their 70th birthday this year. To mark the occasion, they'll be holding 2 weekend special performances in May, one in the country's southern city, Kaohsiung, and the other in the capital, Taipei. The group will be performing the fantasy play Defender. Lead actress Xiao Yangling explains how even now the opera troupe is still working to mix new and traditional storytelling styles.
以往传统戏剧也没有这样子的一个表演方式、表演方法，对，所以对我们来讲也是一个新的尝试。
The company is famous for bridging extremes, whether it's the old and new or the east and west. These are just some of the ways the Taiwan Bangzi Opera Company have been developing their unique Taiwanese style over the past 7 decades. Bangzi opera, or clapper opera as it's known in the West, originated from China. The troupe was originally formed as part of the military during World War II to entertain soldiers on the Vietnamese island of Phu Quoc, where France was detaining many Chinese Nationalist Party troops. It then relocated to Kaohsiung City in 1953. While still part of the military, it was there that the group established its presence as an arts company in Taiwan. Fast forward to 2012, after Taiwan set up its culture ministry, the group was officially recognized as a national performance troupe. In their 70th anniversary shows, the cast will include budding performers from Taiwan's Performing Arts College. According to playwright Liu Jianguo, the diversity of new, up-and-coming talent helps the group break new ground over the years and form an inseparable bond.
雕刻呢，更强调的是一群人的团体合作， 所以其实在舞台上的演员也有原本他是唱歌仔戏，他是唱京剧，现在都变一家人，都变成伙伴。
The troupe has been key in passing down tradition, all while expanding its reach and artistic style, from the intricate hand-sewn garments to the extravagant choreography. Even after 70 years, the Taiwan Bangzi Opera Company shows no signs of slowing down, and it's set to continue showcasing its unique art form well into the future. Andy Xue and Joyce Zhen for TaiwanPlus.
It's not for the faint of heart. A toilet in Taiwan South is shocking visitors with a view of the sheer drop below. But as Stash Butler reports, the owner wouldn't have it any other way.
It's the loo with a view. This restroom in southern Taiwan is called Heaven's Toilet, but it might be hell for some. The pot with a drop belongs to a bed and breakfast in Pingtung County. For the owner, building it was a dream come true, because when nature calls, to nature he goes. It's a fully functioning restroom, but customers still get nervous, particularly in front of a camera. It's not the only toilet in Taiwan drawing attention. This one up the south coast in Jiayi is a social media sensation. But for panoramic views, the Pingtung lavatory can't be beat, if you've got the guts and the bowels to use it. Andy Xue and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
There are only 2 types of butterflies in the world that migrate during the winter, and one of them has delayed its migration because of a drought in southern Taiwan. Harel Hughes reports.
This is Taiwan's purple crow butterfly. It's among the country's 400 butterfly species. Like the monarch butterflies in Mexico, the purple crow migrates during the winter and spring. This species calls Kaohsiung in southern Taiwan its winter home. The area's purple butterfly valley is not actually a designated spot. Weather patterns and vegetation make it relatively unknown until the butterflies arrive. But the severe drought here has impacted the location and timing of the purple crow's migration back north by around half a month. Last March and April saw almost 300,000 butterflies return north. So far this year, only 86,000 have made the journey. But the Conservation Association is not concerned.
整体上来讲，今年的数量还不错。那以3月30号来讲，它是最大量是在1分钟有555只，那一整天飞下来有49000多只。
To protect the butterflies during migration, the government has set up a corridor of large nets to help butterflies safely cross highways. If their numbers exceed 250 per minute, the government closes the outer lanes of the highway. Despite this year's drought and the purple crow butterfly's late departure, Taiwan is still working to keep its title of Butterfly Kingdom. Alex Chen and Harel Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
A pod of critically endangered white dolphins was spotted off the west coast of Taiwan. In a rare sighting, the Coast Guard saw between 6 and 8 of the dolphins in the sea near Yunlin County. The Taiwanese white dolphin is native to Taiwan's waters and is critically endangered. Its numbers have dropped from around 80 to 60 in the last decade. The Taiwan Cetacean Society advocates for the protection of dolphins. It says numbers have fallen because humans are disrupting the animal's habitat. A conservation group in the central city of Taichung says it's saved more than 340 short-eared owls since 2006. The owls migrate to Taiwan during the winter season, but often get caught in nets around airports. Rescuers have recorded more than 10 cases of stuck owls this year alone, but conservationists are working to make sure the owls and other migratory birds travelling to Taiwan remain protected. Thank you for watching Here's What Happened. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, today we leave you with more images of Taiwan Opera Troupe, which turned 70 this year. I'm Rik Glauert, take care and see you next week.